Guys, I wanted to be so organised for this month's tag club because I thought some of you might struggle with the prompt of tea. And yes, here we are. It is the 3rd of October. I'm away this weekend, so I've got to try and finish my tag off now. I've done a little bit and I'll start you off from where I'm at. So the prompt for this month's hashtag PT tag club is tea bag. And I am drinking a lemon and ginger tea. You can't see. There you go, look. A lemon and ginger tea, a pucker tea. And I have carefully cut the tea bag holder, packet. Get your words out, Ashley. And I'm going to do something with this. And I'm going to do something with the tea bag. Let me show you. So here is my lemon and ginger tea. Doesn't look very attractive, does it? But it's lovely. I'm going to use this while it's wet to try and colour my paper, I think. And then try and carefully, maybe at the bottom, using a craft knife, slit the bottom of the tea bag so that I can use this bit. And I love this, so I might spritz that with something. Let's have a look and see what we think we can do. So my aim is to do a double layered tag, and I've just used scraps. I've drawn round a tag that I'm using for something else. And don't forget, if you want to join in, use this hashtag. Hold on a minute. It's not in shot. There we go, look. Hashtag PT Tag Club. Every month on the 10th, there's a new prompt pulled. And I look at who has taken part using this hashtag, and I put you into a random draw, and whoever I pull out wins a little prize. So we'll just move that out of the way. And I'm using scraps, as I said. This was something that didn't work, but it's going to be perfectly fine for this. This was, yeah, I don't know what was going on there. So those are going to get glued like that. So we're going to work on these sides. I've just about finished my tea, and there's a little bit of liquid left in there, which I'm going to just finish. And then I've got a bit of kitchen roll here. I am going to just squeeze out. You see the lovely colour of that? I'm hoping that I'm going to get some of that colour on this paper. And I'm just going to not go all over. Looks a little bit like antique linen, doesn't it? And I'm going to let these dry naturally. And we'll come back when it's all done and dusted. But what I'm going to do is just squeeze out the excess liquid from that. Should we do a little bit more here? Oh, see how it's scrunched up? You've got a little bit of texture going on there. I quite like that. A little bit more texture. Yeah, the colour's really nice actually. It's very much an antique linen type of colour. I'm going to flatten this now and let it dry. I'm going to let that dry naturally because I'm going to hopefully do something else with that and with the little paper tag, but we will let that dry. While I'm doing messy things, I've got a brush. I've got a little bit of white gesso. I'm going to just pop tiniest bit on my mat. I tell you what, we'll move this out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. Don't know how long this is going to take to dry. I don't want to dry it with a heat tool because I'll get warping. So I'm going to let it dry naturally, and then I'm going to put them under a heavy book. I'm really pleased with that colour. I guess, do you know, if you use something like a fruit tea, you would get pinks, purples maybe. Just going to water that down with a little spritz of water, and I'm just going to lightly paint. I'm very low on all of my tea bags that I like. I might come back and do another coat, or I might stencil and spritz. And you know, I don't mind if I get the text shining through. I don't know why I'm doing both sides. This might be the side that I want because I like the pattern around the edge. Let's just have a little bit more. And I'm going to leave that as it is, like so. So I will come back when all of these bits are dry. So this is where we're at. So I've just put on how I created this background. And I was going to do a double. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that because, yes, I was going to just not stick these together, but I think I'm going to have to because I've got rubbish on the back of the tags because I've used scraps. So I'm just going to glue these together, and I helpfully put a note to myself which one was which because the angles of the corners will be different. So there we go. And I was thinking, depending on the tea that you've used, the herbal tea, you get different colours. So it'd be quite nice, wouldn't it, to have the fruit ones, which give you pink, if I've not said that already. Yes, it's Thursday before I go away on my yarn dyeing weekend. I'm going to try and edit this and get it, schedule it for sometime tomorrow, Friday, but I'm at work and I'm going straight off. So this has given us a lovely kind of antique linen-y vibe. And I've just thought I didn't really want to do that because I wanted to do something with this. This has gone all really meh. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to see if this works. It might not. I'm going to cut this little bit off here and get rid of this yucky tea. But I think I might have left this too far. Yes, I have. I wanted to use this actual bag bit, but I should have dealt with it before it was completely dry because I can't get that out now. And I don't want that on my paper project. Wonder if I just wiggle it about a bit. But you see, I'm just ripping it, which is not what I wanted to happen. Okay. Let's rethink this. Scrape this out. I could use my pokey tool, couldn't I? Yes, I should have done this when it was still wet and squeezed the actual leaf bits out. Does it actually still smell of lemon and ginger? Let's have a little look and see. I'm just going to lift that up a bit because I just banged my head on it. I hope my head didn't get in shot. No, it doesn't smell of anything now. Let's get rid of that in my little bin I've got on my desk. This is a real mixed media project. No, I'm not going to use that at all. I'm just going to snip this off and use this. There we go. Let's pop you in my little bin. Pop this down as a bit of protection. Lid on glue. Might need to have a slurp of tea. I've literally come in from school. I've been at Clay Club. I've had to go via Pets at Home to get some cat litter. I buy the cat sun. I think I've said this before. I think the last time I bought some, it was £16, $15.99, $18.99 from Pets at Home. If you can see it anywhere cheaper, let me know. Now I've done a very thin coat of gesso on this, and I'm just going to spray this. This is Lindy's Magicals in Starburst. It's Starburst. Lindy's Starburst. So it's like a mica spray, and this is Opal Sea Oats, which is kind of like a browny green, I think. And have I got any kitchen roll? No. Bear with a minute. Just bear with. There we go. And I'm going to spray some on this little tag here. And I know it's going to be a... No, it's not. Yeah, I'm going to have this as like a little label. Like that. And I might... I might actually ink first and then spray. That's quite nice, quite nice. What I'm going to do with this while that is sorting itself out, and I don't mind if I get stuff on the back of this, I'm going to do a little bit of gentle stamping just to add a little bit of texture. I'm not going to do any stenciling today, I don't think. So this colour that we got from the tea bags almost looks like, to me, antique linen. So I'm going to do some stamping in, guess what, antique linen. So we've got a kind of tone on tone thing going on. Should we try and straighten that up? I'm so excited about going away for my weekend, but I haven't packed. I don't know where I'm going. Oh yes, look, it's a perfect match. Stamp off a little bit there, bit there. We'll do a little bit on this side. And it doesn't matter which is the back and which is the front. Now, I have got these leaves, and I'm going to do these leaves because you think of tea leaves. And I'm going to do this in the appropriate colour, tea dye. Let's find a block that this will actually fit on. I'm making this up as I go along, can you tell? Right, let's have a little go. And it doesn't matter if I don't get it all. Oh, let's stamp off a bit and get... I want a bit of second generation because that actually by itself is a bit much. I'm just going to do the merest little bit on the side. And I'm going to write on the back of this what the prompt was. This is going to be my back, I think, and this is my front. Now, pop you there. Let's now see if we can ink this and this up with some Distress ink, because I've got a vintage photo. I just want to kind of take off some of that orange a little bit. Oh, that's nice actually. Look how that's gone all gold. And I'm going to glue that to the tag. Shall we dry? Let's dry with the heat gun. I'm ever so thirsty, sorry, I need to have a slurp of tea. Now remember, if you have shared your tag using the hashtag, then I will send a small prize to you if you win the lucky dip draw. Right, I'm just going to go and get something else. I'll be back in a momento. Right, I'm back. So I've decided, against my better judgment, I am going to do a little very light spritz over this. Like so. And I'm going to dab with my kitchen towel. So we've got some mica-y speckles there. Let's move this out of the way. I've got sprayed things everywhere. Now I used my whole little hole punch here, I think it's 1 inch, to do a little notch in this bag, but the paper is still a little bit damp despite me having dried it, and it didn't like it. So I'm just cutting that little raw bit away. I'm gonna use some glue to stick this in the bottom here. I'm gonna add it to my tag in the bottom, and it's like a little pocket for something. I don't know what yet. We'll decide when we get there. Like so. I don't want it centre because I'm not that kind of girl today. There we go. I'm going to get my pokey tool and poke a hole up here. What I should have done is poke a hole in this front one and then thread what I want through it before I, put this on. Oh, could actually do that. Yes, I'm going to do that instead. See if I can poke a hole. Again, I should have done this before I stuck it down. No, that's not going to work. Oh, it's going to be a right pig's ear. Right, this is going here like so. Whether I like it or not. And I'm going to thread this, which is nice and yellow, through this hole here. And we'll have it dangling about there, I think. And it doesn't matter which way we have it. Now, ideally, I want a little bit of something there to... Oh, I'm going to glue something over this at the back with that little bit kind of hanging down, I think. Let's see what I've got in this little thing here. I like this. I like that. But it's a bit big. But I might have you somewhere else, cut in half. I want a little tiddly thing. That's what I want. Oh, that one's quite nice. What does it say? Organisms in something. Yes, I'm going to stick that there. And then that will stop my label kind of moving around too much. Here we go. So we've solved that problem there. There we go. That is that. And you know, I don't mind that this isn't all that stuck together. Let's poke a hole in it with this. Ooh. That was a struggle to get through 2 layers. And I happen to have somewhere, oh, they don't go at all, but I don't care. I like that. I'm going to put that there. This is from another project that I've done. So these are the little reinforcer bits. And then I've got a pièce de résistance I'm going to put on the front of the tag. I'm going to leave the back as it is. Let's have you there, like so. Turn you over, and we'll put, oh, nearly did the wrong thing then. I could have gone around the edge of this in inky ink, but I don't care. There we go. And that's really in the middle, isn't it? Look at that. Look how central that is. Really good, isn't it? And we're going to go around the edge, inky, inky, inky. Inky, 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 inky. Inky, inky, inky. Now, what I should have done, if I'd had more time, I would have let everything dry before I glued it down so that it wasn't warped. But it is what it is. Now, I might come back to my labels and I'm going to put you on the top so I can see that I would quite like you. I've got this and it's got tea pots on it, and I'm going to just, with my big scissors, cut up this one, I think. And I'm going to stick it in here. Like so, if I can. There we go. So we've got the teapots for the tea bags, and then I've finished this pack of lemon and ginger and manuka honey tea. So I thought I would fussy cut a couple of the flowers. I'll come back to you when I've done that. Right guys, so I'm going to leave it there for now. I've got my little dangly. I might put something on there. Who knows, come back. I've got my little strip of teapots. I've got my bag from my tea bag, my little pouch. And I've used the tea bag to colour the background. Tea dye ink, I haven't stuck that down. I've cut up some flowers from the packaging of the tea bag box. And I'm going to leave it there for now. I'll have you that way, actually. Comme ça. There we go. Lid on glue. And there we go. So come back on the 10th. And I may have zhuzhed this up a little bit more if I've had some time. And you've got until the 9th. I will look for people that have participated on the 9th, and I'll probably film the draw on the 9th, but it will be scheduled to go up on the 10th. So if you want to take part, do the prompt tea bag before the 9th of October. That is my little offering for tea bag. Let's get a picture for the thumb. There we go. Do take care, everybody. Hope you enjoyed my little bit of mixed media drivel. Take care. Bye now.